Hi everyone, it's Anet, and today I want to show you how you can create 4 cards with just one large image. What I've done already is I have a piece of blending cardstock. This measures 7 3/4 by 11 1/4, and I have used the blending cardstock because I have stamped the sweeping plain stamps and colored it with alcohol markers, and blending cardstock is just perfect with alcohol markers. What I've done first is I have stamped the sweeping plains. This is called the Australian animals stamp here in the middle, and I made it sure that it's actually in the center of all 4 of the cards. Then I have stamped the kangaroo, and I have randomly stamped the leaves that's coming with the sweeping plains kangaroo stamp. Then I have stamped the koala and its tree, and also done that randomly here onto the blending cardstock. I've also stamped the kookaburra of the sweeping plains with the protea stamp, also randomly here. I've also used a previous collection's stamp. This one is called the Sunburn Country Australian Wonder stamp. And then I have stamped 4 sentiments here onto the blending cardstock. I've used the sweeping plains fair dinkum stamp, and I have also used the sweeping plains for horizons stamp. And these 2 sentiments is also from a previous Couture Creations collection. This one is called the My Secret Create Your Sunshine stamp, and this one is called the Peaceful Peonies Follow Your Dreams stamp. To create the 4 cards, I need to cut the blending cardstock with this beautiful large image in 4 equal sizes. I'm first going to cut the blending cardstock at 3 7/8. So now I have 2 halves of the blending cardstock, and now I'm just going to cut the large image at 5 5/8. And this one I'm also going to cut at 5 5/8. And here we have the 4 images for 4 cards. Oh, and I think this is just going to look so pretty. And now we're going to create the 4 cards with this beautiful large image we have created. For the first card, where I'm going to use the previous collections, this is called the Sunburn Country Australian Wonder stamp with the sweeping plains stamps. I have used some Couture cardstock, and I have also used the sweeping plains button paper. This one is the number 2 sheet. I've already cut the Couture cardstock. This measures 5 7/8 and 8 1/4. And now I'm just going to use the Couture Creations mini scoreboard, and I'm going to score it at 4 1/8. And now I'm just going to fold the score lines. I've already cut the sweeping plains pattern paper. This measures 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. And I've already added some double-sided tape here onto the pattern paper. And now I'm just going to adhere it to the card base. And now I'm going to add this beautiful image onto the card base. And I've already added some 3D foam dots. And just look how beautiful this card looks. I just love it. Now for the second card, I'm going to use this cute kangaroo image. I've already created a white card base. This measures 7 3/4 by 11 1/4, and I have scored it at 4 1/8. I've already cut a piece of shamrock cardstock. This measures 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. I've already added some double-sided tape here onto the back of the cardstock, and now I'm just going to adhere to the card base. Before I'm going to add this beautiful kangaroo image onto the card front, I'm going to die cut the kangaroo. The Sweeping Plains kangaroo stamp is having a stamp and a die, and I'm going to die cut the kangaroo with the die. I'm now going to die cut the kangaroo with my Go Power and Emboss machine. With the Go Power and Emboss machine, you have your A4 plates, but you can also use your other die cutting machine plates, which I'm going to do now. I'm just placing the image onto the die cutting plate, and then I'm just going to add my kangaroo die. I'm just adding some tape here to hold down the die. Just adding my other die cutting plate. My Go Power and Emboss machine is on, and I'm just going to put this through the Go Power and Emboss machine. And you can see you just need to run it just once through the Go Power and Emboss machine, and it just got it beautiful. Now I'm just going to add the image onto the card front. And now I'm just going to add the kangaroo. And just look how beautiful this looks. I think this kangaroo is so cute. For the third card, I'm going to use this cute Sweeping Plains koala. This is also a stamp and a die. And I've used the previous collection's Peaceful Peonies Follow Your Dreams sentiment. And I've colored it with alcohol markers. I've used some Snow White cardstock. And I've also using this Sweeping Plains pattern paper. This is the number 12 sheet. I've already cut this Snow White cardstock. This measures 5 7/8 by 8 1/4. I'm now going to score it with the Couture Creations mini scoreboard at 4 1/8. I'm now going to fold the score lines. I've already cut the Sweeping Plains pattern paper. This measures 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. I've already added some double-sided tape here onto the back of the pattern paper, and now I'm just going to adhere it to the card front. And now I'm just going to add this beautiful koala image onto the card front. I've already added some 3D foam dots here. And now I'm just going to add some gemstones. Just look how pretty this came out. I think this is so pretty. And now for the fourth card, I'm going to use this Sweeping Plains Kookaburra image. What I have done is I have added some black lines here, and I think this is just looking so great with the image. I've already created a white card base. This measures 7 by 3/4 and 11 by 1/4, and I have scored it at 4 1/8. I've used some garnet cardstock. This measures 3 7/8 by 5 5/8, and I've already added some double-sided tape here onto the back of the cardstock, and now I'm just going to add it to the card front. I'm now going to add the image, and I've already added some 3D foam dots here onto the back. And just look how pretty this fourth card looks with this very cute kookaburra. And here all 4 cards have been made. I have added some glossy accents to the first card, and I just think it brings out this sun just out beautiful. Well, I think these cards are just so pretty. Well, I hope you enjoyed my video on how to create one large image and create 4 cards with the one large image. Thank you for joining me. I will be back soon. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye bye.